Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So UCLA's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Punch it out of the air.
That's a really nice route there by the slot receiver on the slant. He took his time. He set up the DB, put his foot in the ground, crossed his face.
They'll leave it with him. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete. There's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Heath. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety?
Turning it on! Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. UCLA will go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. and he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. He's got an open man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Massey. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught near the sticks. It's Keith. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Quick release by the QB.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the middle. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for an open area to his left. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
The Bruins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Bruins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And he missed it. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Massey. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to...
Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Heath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And I I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Off play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
UCLA.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, UCLA.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. The lead is still 6 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, UCLA!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Keith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Power football with the run. Still running at the 40. Bust through behind his pad. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the ground. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. They send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense
hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on! It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Fires on the move. Working that left side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lets it fly! And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Give to the single back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll go right back to it. Hard running there. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice.
Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Under fire. He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got the quick pass.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it's a...
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Bruins will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs.
Breaks into the open. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, running back on the move. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to add another.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Buys a little extra time. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here.
There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Takes the handoff. It's Nash. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we... Here's the handoff. Turning it on! Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Calmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got...
Gashes him in the middle. At the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri! Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all sides.
There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is...
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The give to the tailback.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he knows this is... Looking for a man. It's Galladay. It's caught. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Heath. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Defense going all in to stop the run. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows.